Good morning. No, we're not going to start with that. Hello, it's episode 4. Five. Episode 5. All rolling into one. How's it been, Raz? What have you been up to?
Good, mate. Not too bad. Bit under the weather, but...
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me beforehand. I'm filming in your house.
Just get out of the way in it before the summer.
Did you hide behind the sofa all weekend? Well, all weekend and some of this week?
I've got to be honest. You know, we're going to try and talk about the Newcastle games. I don't think I can talk about it because I hid behind the sofa and didn't watch any of it.
I was on live score and they were scoring no, not Isaac, please.
Oh, we'll get it.
I think it got off lightly, but we won't go into the results. But do you want to do a team review? How'd you go this weekend?
Yes. So, 22 points above the average. With a 78, right?
Nice.
And then I looked down at the overall and I've took a red arrow.
Oh, have you?
How does that equate? Like 128k in the world now.
Oh.
It's a small red arrow, but it's like, I just find that strange being 22 above the average.
It's tough amongst the elite.
It is,
It really is.
So, 78 overall for me this week.
Mm-hmm.
Raya with a 2-pointer.
Yeah, I feel the pain.
Can't remember what that game was now. Oh, Brentford, yeah.
1-1 draw.
Yeah, fair. Wissa, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The boy Wissa.
So Raya in goals, 2-pointer. Vardiol, which someone pointed out on my TikTok. Why would you start Vardiol when you go in with Eze and all the Palace boys?
Oh yeah, like the conflicting fixtures.
Yeah, and look,
is hindsight a wonderful thing though?
Well, I did it because of the Guardiol Kirkes thing last week. I thought, I'll learn my lesson, and then, as we've seen, Kirkes got a clean sheet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Guardiol with 1 point, Dan Burn with 7 because he decided to get a yellow card for arguing last night.
Good old Dan Burn. Love that.
Yep. And this was the shocker. Munoz with a -1. Oh, what? Should we
over 2? Yeah.
Should we go into it?
Yeah, let's.
Palace, they've been on fire, and they've just dropped off a cliff in 2 games, conceded 9 in 2.
They're 4
in 2 games.
No, 2. 10. Sorry.
10.
They've gone win, draw, win.
Yeah.
And then they've faced Man City and Newcastle, 2-0 up against City, by the way. And I was thinking, happy days, they're just going to shut up shop, whatever. Conceded 5, and then conceded 5 against Newcastle. And they look terrible.
Yeah. I will say, although we're taking the hit with the Munoz, I think quite a few people went assistant manager on Glasner.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, obviously, I had my mate Elliot message me, when they're 2-0 up, hello, I'm in for a big haul here. Yeah. And now he's like... 0 points.
Speaking of other people, do you know Bondi?
Yeah.
Assistant manager Eddie Howe. He's in hospital and still getting the points. So shout out to Bondi. He had something like, I was looking at the league earlier.
That's quality.
Look at this. No.
I didn't know he was in that league.
Yeah, neither did I.
A bit of schooling.
Yeah. 111, Michael Bond.
What?
Eddie Howe with 23.
He had Fabian Schär as
and
well.
He's look at his bench.
Well, yeah, because he messaged me and he said, can you, can you free it and bench? No, it was bench
can you
boost.
Do it and an assistant manager at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, no, it's wiped out for 3 games. So.
Yeah, so...
But it's not gone bad for him, is it?
Unbelievable with a dreadful bench, so, yeah. But Crystal Palace, they looked really good for parts against City.
First 20.
And they even had a goal disallowed, didn't they, from Eze?
It's on the same time as Leeds, so...
yeah.
You'll have to take this one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they had a goal disallowed, looked really good.
Yeah.
And then seemingly KDB remembered that he can play football.
That spells trouble for the whole league.
Yeah, exactly. I was a bit disappointed as a Marmoush owner, though. One involvement, although he scored, one involvement in 5 goals. Like, that was really sort of fill your face time for me.
I will touch on Marmoush just looking ahead. You know his fixtures this week, so he's got a double, obviously. Mm-hmm. They don't fill me with confidence.
Oh, Everton, Villa. Yeah,
So you were like, all right, yeah, you seem to think they're all right, but Everton away, Everton are so good defensively.
Under Moyes.
And Villa at home, like, he could easily blank in both them.
I don't know, though, because I know what you're saying, but then I think back to when he first signed, and then they played, it was Newcastle, and what did he get in Newcastle? Yeah, hat-trick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then his other one was Brighton, and they're both home games. And then I'm thinking, like...
Has he not scored away from home?
Yeah. No, he hasn't. Brilliant.
Oh, no, he did in the FA Cup, didn't he? Against, who was it? Leighton Orient. Leighton Orient in the FA Cup.
No, so I don't hate it, but I think, like, what... I don't know. Fucking hell. He's at 30% owned, mind. 30%.
Yeah, it's because of the double in it and the fact that you'd rather go for him.
I just like that eye
Chris
test.
Wood was injured.
I think that is a massive part of FPL for me.
He looks such a good player.
He looks like... I compare him to Mahrez. Like, that low centre of gravity can turn on a sixpence, all stuff like that. And like, even the goal he took was just ready to play and finished. But I'm worried that, like, the rise of KDB is, instead of on the edge of the box, like, slotting someone in, he's good enough to be like, I'm going to bury this. So Marmoush's chances get lower and lower.
I did see the highlights, and Marmoush did have a one-on-one save. He was stretching. So the chances are there. Them fixtures, Everton, like, their defence it's got to be up there, I think, for top 3 in league. Or so. I'm sure it's got to be.
Probably,
it's up there with Arsenal and Forest.
Recently, anyway. They're just sort of no nonsense, aren't they? But I think with Everton, they're like one of the teams that are like you're blind to in FPL. I'd never choose an Everton. Yeah, but you did, and you probably
did well for a couple
you probably
of weeks,
ranked up loads because of that.
Did you? So do you think Man City will score at Everton?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna back it. I do.
Yeah. We'll just put 5 past them now.
Yeah, I know. It only takes that, pull that thread. But yeah, Crystal Palace unraveling at the wrong time. Although we were beneficiaries of a Sarr assist. The other two, Mateta, I think, like, you hit the nail on your head. He's not the same. Does he need help?
I called it a couple of weeks ago.
We don't know.
Is he followed it?
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez.
Raul Jimenez wise. That was a 2-year turnaround, although he didn't fracture his skull.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you want to talk us through the rest of your team?
Yeah, so going on to... I've done the defence, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sarr,
like
you said, got the assist. It's probably the best I could have hoped for. Eze, which after the first game I thought, hello.
Got to hurt though, isn't it?
And then the penalty miss. But, you know, in FPL, it's only a -2 for a penalty miss. Like, I saw, like, Asensio missed 2 penalties for Villa, and he still, because he got an assist, still ended up on 2 points. It's like, surely if you're missing 2 penalties, you should be in the minuses.
Yeah, but I don't count it as a -2. I count it as a -8.
Because he should have.
Yeah, because if he scores,
and in the baps.
Yeah. Well, mate, all right, call it 11.
But you know what I mean, though? I think it should be a harsher.
Yeah, like if it was -4 or something.
Yeah.
People had.
I'm sure. Did it used to be more than -2? Because it feels like. I don't think it's always been -2.
Is it different for forwards?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's one we'll have to check.
And then going across, Salah with the assist. Jacob Murphy 19. He's on fire.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
His last 4. He's on. Last 4. He's on 50 points. That's absolutely ridiculous for a £5.2 million player.
I mean, I don't know what the percentage on is. Like
16.9.
Oh no, I was going to go on and talk about the other winner, Harvey Barnes.
Oh my god! But like,
did you see that 574 people triple captained him?
Really?
They're just time travellers.
Yeah, that's. But he did look frighteningly good, Harvey Barnes.
Rolling it back to his Leicester because he was quality.
He's got the same Mo Salah celebration. Yeah. We love it. Who else you got?
Into the forward line now. So we talked about Marmoush with 7.
Yeah. Your boy never showed up.
He didn't. No. Evan Nielsen with 2. and then Isak with 22 as the captain. But talking about that, like I was saying earlier off camera, I'm battling in a mini league with a certain Tom Edmonds.
Okay. Oh, is he the really positive guy?
Yeah, really positive.
Right.
Yeah,
I know the one.
Like that was nearly slashing up his phone when Isak was doing nothing.
Yeah.
Crying in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was before this game. It was 20 points off me, and I thought that triple captaincy, he's going to be caught up with me, level points, and he's gained 7 points on me this week, and I'm taking that all day, every day.
Take it.
We've got the same chips left. I'm going to beat him.
Oh,
So, yeah.
there we are. Hot take from Rasmus Hoyland.
And
Yeah,
then
shall I
should I touch on my bench?
Yeah, go on.
Nothing to write up about apart from so Josie Sow with a 1-pointer, Saka and Timber, correct decisions from me about if they were going to start or not, 1 point each, and then Kirkes with a 6-pointer.
You. I don't know if you did this on camera or off camera. You were beating yourself up about the Vardiol Kirkes getting it wrong
last week.
If I was a betting man, Bournemouth versus Fulham.
I thought Fulham would go.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it, and we haven't been rewarded as owners in the last couple, so I think it was a good plan on paper. But this is the.
And he did lose a BAP. He was on 7 and now he's on 6. So you know what? I'm taking it. Let's go.
Lessens the blow. All right, I'll run through my team quickly. So I got Raya with 2 frustrating. Manoz as well and Vardiol, so 3 of the team there. I was hoping for a lot more, but didn't. Trippier is got a 12-pointer for me.
It was only 12, was it?
Yeah, but
because they scored that many goals, he didn't get the BAPs.
Yeah, but for me, I the eye test again. His delivery into the box is danger, always, and he drops it on a sixpence. And
I think he's in that premium price category.
And do you know where you have that double up? I think that's entering God mode on FPL, where you have Trippier assist, Jacob Murphy goal. Yeah. I was in dreamland. Sarr with an assist. Good old Daniel Marlon. I don't think I actually said I was getting.
No, you
Marlon.
didn't. And this came as a shock to me because you were I messaged you in the morning and was like, right, send me your team across so I can get it on Twitter. And you said, oh, Daniel Marlon. And I was
you know why?
But then when I thought about it, I was like, I know he was on the bench, but fair play. That's it.
But I was just thinking about those European games hanging over people, and it probably speaks to my faults as a coach or manager that I was thinking, right, you've got your team here, and if I was on Football Manager and I saw them with 77% of fitness or whatever, Daniel Marlon isn't in any European team. No. He's not even in the squad. So I was like, you give him the start. But it didn't happen.
Who did he start instead of him? Probably put John McGinn out there or something.
Yeah, I think Onana, John McGinn, and
Tielemans.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
So he came off the bench and scored again, which I think is a bit of a lucky escape for me.
Does it help you going into this double game? Do you think it helps going into this double game?
I think it's probably where I was oh God, when he didn't start, I was thinking in my head, I've got to do a bit of surgery get it.
2 transfers wasted.
Absolutely.
But that is when we talk about having fun in the FPL, that is a fun pick.
Swings and roundabouts.
That is a very fun pick. I'm actually quite jealous of that pick. And it's making me just want to go a bit rogue on my transfer this week.
Oh, you ain't doing nothing yet. Jacob Murphy, which is he's entering silly levels of production. Salah, Marmoush, Mateta, just something looks off. I don't know what. I think he needs to have a word with himself.
We got hooked, didn't he, at half time? Man City.
Yeah, but tactical.
Yeah, did he bring in Will Hughes for him though?
Yeah, but Glasner said. He came out and said, he sent the wrong message to the players and that's why we lost. So we played in and then they got back 5-0. So you can't win. I was in the same camp as you with Saka, which will take us into the next conversation. I am just not sure. And everyone is loading up and being similar with triple captain for Isaac. Do you know where you have a thought and you're hang on a minute, I'm miles off you. Everyone else is going left and I'm going right.
Yeah.
I feel there's similar vibes about Saka, but then when he scored against Madrid, that was a bit of a ooh, he can do it. But I just wonder, now all the eggs are in one basket for the Champions League, does he wrap him in cotton wool and just be Martinelli come off the bench and scored, right, you earned your start, Saka will cotton wool you, and again, is Ipswich, we're not playing for anything, we're going to get in Europe, we don't need to risk you.
It is that. It is that thing in it of like, penny for your thoughts. Like they've got to play him enough in the Premier League to keep him that match fitness. That because we're filming this on Thursday night, the Champions League done. Arsenal got through. Brilliant result. Fantastic.
They were quality.
So. Oh yeah, should we touch on Declan Rice when I was praising him all that time?
Yeah,
he's just absolutely destroyed Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham. Which that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Like, what
anyway,
she does. I don't know.
Saka, they've got to keep him match fit enough, so they've got to be playing him. But like you say, he's not going to be that 90-minute man that he was. That basically remember when Arteta played him in a meaningless EFL Cup game at the start of the season against Bolton. He's not going to be that guy. And that's the worry. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. We jumped on him early, didn't we? Did you jump on him on the wild cards, same as me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, it's hard because, like you said, the emergence of Kevin De Bruyne now.
Well, exactly.
That price point. Because with Haaland out and no other like premium midfielders you really need, like Saka you could...
KDB's 9.7 as well.
I know.
Like you chuck in change in your back pocket with it, like 10.5.
It would, but you know, if
1-1.
But the thing is, you know, with them two fixtures coming up now, we're not taking him out. Surely we're not taking him out for a double.
I don't know. I'm just saying the conversation's on the table.
No, I think it's on the conversation. It's on the table for after the double, but surely not for the double.
I don't know though, because Ipswich away.
No, but if he gets 45 minutes in both them games,
Ipswich
Palace
away.
have just conceded 10 in 2 games.
Big Greavesy marking Saka. Like,
but he'll just play off that O'Shea instead.
Let me leave one on him. If I was Arteta, or not if I was Arteta, but did you see the team he put out against Brentford?
Yeah, he started Sterling.
When Kieran Tierney started, you know you got issues.
Yeah.
I just worry that like Ipswich is going to be like, look, they're relegated. They're not playing for anything.
But you know, all right. But surely he's going to get 90 minutes across the 2 games. Even if he gets 60 minutes against them 2 teams. I know we're saying them 2 teams. That Palace game 2 weeks ago.
60 minutes over 2 games does not like
the third worst
10.5.
Yeah, I know, but the third. Yeah, but this is the double. Like, if it was just on paper, maybe Ipswich away, I'd be like, oh, okay, there's a talk to have to switch over to De Bruyne. But now with them, Palace have just conceded 10 in 2 games.
Again, another penny for your thoughts. Let's go to 35 because basically 34 everyone's free at 10.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Liverpool, Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
Do I want Saka in my team?
No.
And just another penny for one's thoughts. If I look over at Man City, they go 35, Wolves, Southampton, Bournemouth.
So you want to get ahead of the curve?
Yeah. Hey, we talk about trains every week. It's one that I'm not.
I said about them Man City fixtures, I'm not sold on Kevin De Bruyne getting hauls against.
What are they playing for? What are they playing for? To get into Europe.
Oh yeah. Like
I just think like there's there's probably a little glint in his eye now, a bit of confidence. That
I like it. I like the.
And I think
the thingy of it as well. Like he's got literally 6 games left in his Man City career. I like it. I do.
Business end of the year.
I just don't know if I can do it this week.
Yeah.
I 100% that move.
I tell you what.
That move after 35,
irrespective of what anyone does.
Yeah.
KDB outscores Saka
this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll have that. I'll have some of that.
Deal. Okay, so that was basically the end of my team. Nothing else to write home about. Do we want to move into differentials or changes for next week?
Yeah.
Or we'll do changes for next week with differentials mixed in, is it?
Yeah. Can I? Yeah. You know, going off the differentials last week, did you see that I talked about Ryan Sessegnon?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
No.
So I've seen on the app he got took off on the 57th minute. I thought, oh, there we are. I just tipped him up and he's got thingy. Apparently, Silver didn't want to bring him off.
Yeah.
The 4th official got the number wrong, but because he'd put the number up, he had to go off. There's a rule where because the number went up, you have to go off. They couldn't change their mind and be like, oh no, it was a wrong thing. 100%.
What? So he was cleaning?
No, he's a midfielder, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a defender. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
they lost
57. Yeah. But he got took off for 57 minutes. He wanted to keep him on, Silva, but there's a rule that you have to.
You get scored.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Imagine that.
That's bad, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah, we put your number up.
Yeah,
now.
it's like FA Cup final. Well, Haaland, sorry, mate.
It's terrible.
Your number's up, fella.
But that makes me believe that he will still keep his place because Silva. I think Silva does like him.
Yeah, he's hell of a differential.
But
do I fancy him beyond a free hit? I think I'm playing him in a free hit so I can afford more in attack.
So he's going to be on your bench in a free hit?
Yeah, pretty much. Or no, in the free hit, I'm probably going to get 3.9s.
Free hit, hasn't he got Southampton? So you're free hit in 34, yeah?
Yes.
I'm sure he's got Southampton in 34.
He has, but again, let's have a look. 30.
I'd be half tempted to play him against Southampton.
Fulham, Southampton. But like, is it mad that like when I was planning my transfers year, I was on 35's fixtures?
Was you?
Because I think any changes you make now, people are going for like knee jerk, like get a double in, get it in.
Yeah.
But people are going to go.
Oh, they're all going to be stuck with free Palace in 35, free.
Yeah.
That's why.
Off now.
This is what it goes back to about that Saka thing. I'm not wasting a transfer doing Saka to De Bruyne when I'm gonna. Well, I'll go into that. I'll go into what I'm gonna do.
This is why we love
but
it.
It's gonna be a Palace player or a Newcastle player going.
Okay, right. Let's talk about said things then.
Yeah.
Couple of differentials. We can't ignore the Strand. He's been absolutely phenomenal, and a 5.4 million. That's a ridiculous return.
Straight over my differential mark.
Yeah. Let's have a look
at
at
5%.
Is he over there?
I thought you said 5.4%. Oh, sorry. I thought that was his price.
Yeah,
right.
5.4 million.
There's
4.2% ownership.
Mate, he scored in his last 4.
Yeah, 13,966, and I think Jack is the only one who's benefited from him. But 34, he is walking into my team.
Surely Cunha as well coming back's got to help his case.
Hopefully. It could go the other way.
Yeah, it could take,
because he occupies that space behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's one of my like sort of picks, and I think
he was unlucky with that. Just to touch on, you know, the Jed Spence own goal.
Yeah.
He was lucky not. If he'd have been more bravery, he'd have got himself a goal there as well.
True.
He won me a bet as well this weekend.
Yeah, Man United away, like United. I don't know what's going on there.
Leicester home free hit 34. Hello.
Yeah. That's
hello.
That's armband land.
No.
Like honestly. Okay, so that was another one.
I love that.
Again, Arsenal, Kiwior.
Yeah.
I think like 4.8 mil, 0.9% total selected by. And then my pick from last week, Conor Bradley, 9-pointer and getting subbed before West Ham scored or Robertson scored.
Yeah. Robertson, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to him. It's like he touched the basketball off Space Jam. So yeah, they would be my sort of ones on the radar. I put Marlon in for Villa. A bit of a self-indulged pick. Now he's hauled, but I just think Villa crashing out of Europe just poses more of an issue to me now. But then if you scored 2 in your last 2, would you be knocking on the manager's door and being like, you've got to play me? Because I would, because I still don't understand. And another sort of point I want to make is they get to Europe, they sign Rashford on loan. Rashford plays in Europe. Ollie Watkins plays 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, he's... what I was going to say, it adds appeal for your likes of Marlon and the wingers that Emery is allergic to going 2 up top.
Yeah.
Like, that game against PSG, he should have kept Rashford on.
Yeah.
And gone 2 up top with Ollie Watkins and just like
they had chances though, didn't they? Donnarumma made some good saves, so yeah, I like Marlon. Because he could.
Would you be surprised if Emery starts Bailey this weekend?
Yeah, like
the forgotten man, like.
But again, all of these players are on the sort of like roulette in Emery's mind, and I can't pick his teams, but when I watch them, I like watching. And Yuri Tielemans, I don't know what's his.
Because the thing is with Villa, it's like we could, and some people are going to go safe and go Konza. If you want to be a bit more exciting, you can go for a Digne. It depends where you look. Like, you go safe with Rodgers, or you take the risk of an Asensio or Rashford.
Well, Rodgers, I read a stat, he started 32 out of 32.
Oh, there we are then. Yeah, he's near. Yeah, he is the star.
Yeah, he's played all the...
Yeah.
So I'm a bit panicky, but I think like it's one of those high risk, high reward plays. So that's sort of... There's other fixtures that like I like the sound of in terms of West Ham have got Southampton, and I think Jared Bowen, like that's probably a key one that is a single fixture where I think he's got 8 goals, 8 assists. They rely on him heavily, so that could be one. But he falls just outside of the ownership. I think he's like 7%.
Well, we will talk about him because I'm going to do a free hit team and I've put him in it.
Oh, okay, fair.
So we can talk about him, definitely.
Yeah. What changes are you making?
For this week?
Yeah.
What's on my mind?
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll talk about the changes and also the captaincy pick is a big thing this week. I think that's gone under the radar. My changes, like I said about looking ahead, I don't want to be stuck with like a 35 of like 3 Newcastle, 3 Palace. So I think it's going to be one of them that moves on.
Saar for me.
No. It's going
to...
No. Oh, yeah, it is. No, sorry. Yeah. No, because it was going to be Jacob Murphy. Because if I was looking in isolation at just this week,
it would
be Murphy from Rodgers.
Yeah.
But realistically, I should do one of the Palace midfielders because I don't think they're going to haul against them. They may get something against Bournemouth. They won't get anything at Arsenal way. Famous last words.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of them for Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
What would you preference? Who do you think, Sarr or Eze? Eze looked shot. I know he's just missed a penalty, but he looked shot then. He looked like... I don't know if he can recover from that.
What's the price difference with Eze and Sarr?
Well, obviously, Eze's 6.7 or something like that. It frees up some funds and makes me thought, 6.9. Yeah, I'm doing
there we are. Yeah, there's your answer right there.
But, like, that's the thing of going ahead, innit? It's like, you need to look...
We need to look further than beyond just...
We always look so far ahead that we neglect our thing, but I think this is the prime time where we need to look ahead and we need to look past your free hit, because a couple of years ago I'd like just play week by week and be like,
it's like,
I've got a really good team, and I remember Tom takes like -16 to have a good week that week, and then next week he's like, they're away to Man City.
But that's what I mean, like, and it's the over the years of like where you're like, I'll pick my team this week, and you're like, my striker's playing my defender, and you're just like, oh no, and that's why it was a bit like with the triple captainship this week. I want to extract maximum value of everything, and when you've got all your team playing each other, that's where I was just a bit like, that I just don't like that feel. I'd say Eze to Rodgers is a good pick, but you're not going to play him, you know?
Rodgers,
against Villa.
Rodgers,
Morgan Rodgers,
for Villa against.
Sorry, Newcastle. You can't see him against Newcastle.
Man City. Newcastle Man City double.
Oh yeah, they got a double. Sorry, that's what I mean. I'm looking at Isaac. I'm reading Rodgers. So apologies, then. I was caught in the wash.
So just with that, the thought of who to play and stuff. So my bench. So I'll run through the team. So Raya the double. We all know Vardiol, Munoz, and Timber all got doubles. Not sold on Munoz after that. Shambolic.
Like everyone was flying high on him.
Then it'll be Sarr, Rodgers, Salah, Saka, and then Marmoush with a double, Isak, Evan Nielsen, and then a bench of Murphy, Byrne, Kirkes, and Sarr, because I don't like, as good as like Newcastle flying, but Villa away is a tough place to go. So that would lead me on to, I was going to bench boost this week, and I don't see the value in it anymore. Like, why would I bench boost with Jose Sam, Man U away? Granted, could get a clean sheet, but Bruno Fernandes will probably get a penalty. Kirkes away at Palace, and I've got Palace players, so I'm back in Palace to get the result. And then Byrne and Murphy with Villa away, and Villa's a tough place to go. I don't see... When I bench boost, I want them players to be... have good fixtures and stuff like that, like a Southampton or an Ipswich. And
What?
so I'm thinking bench boost 36.
You already got 3 Arsenal.
No, 2.
No, you got Timber.
Oh, I've got 3,
Right,
yeah. Oh, yeah, because I was looking at Marino.
Yeah, because that's another one that's tempting me. For the price point that he is.
Yeah. 6 mil, is it?
Yeah, and the fixtures that they got, I could go Murphy to Marino.
And free at 34.
Yeah.
And then Newcastle, you're not really well, they're on the most informed team in the league, but will you want him in 35? What's the fixtures like after?
No, 35, they got Brighton.
Oh, yeah.
Then they got Brighton, Chelsea, Arsenal, Everton. I'm not sure that, that's...
That might just be me done.
That
might be, as good as they're on form, that might be me done.
Well, there was a point in time where I was like, I'm going to choose Watkins now. My plan was for probably this game week to go to Watkins.
Yeah.
Because I like Watkins. There's a bit between them on price. But, I like Watkins' fixture from here on out. And again, it's about that, if you get on it early and ride the wave, you're not over-encumbered then with 3 Newcastle players you're trying to get out the door.
Yeah. If you're getting rid of Isak in the future or whatever,
yeah.
So that would free up basically money for another premium midfielder.
Yeah, do you know?
Does that bring on? No, yeah, I know, yeah. No, but apart from that, because you said you wanted rid of Saka for him initially, but would that bring Cole Palmer back into the reckoning? Or is he?
No, I'm out on Cole Palmer purely because my strategy with fantasy is I'm happy for a player to haul before I get him. Yeah. So if they haul once, I'll jump on. But I'm not happy to just continue down the line of it could be this game, it could be this game.
No, we did that. I did have
Ipswich
with Haaland.
Ipswich,
you're like Philly boots.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Just an assist, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
not
by his own standards.
Million,
yeah, exactly. But no, my team changes are my smart move is to move on from Kirkes and go to Timber. So I got so I've got Raya, Kirkes and Saka. My off the wall move, is to transfer out and take a hit. I could go
hit,
of 4.
I'm not against hits actually right
now.
But
then I'm thinking I'm playing for my future points. So the 4, if I bench boost, negates the 4, and then I've got better favourable fixtures. And a bench boost.
Are you thinking bench boost? You're thinking 34. Bench boost this week?
Yeah. And it'll give me 8 doubles.
No, not 34. 34's free yet.
At 33. Honestly...
Are you thinking about bench boosting this week? Are you? What's your bench? Can you go on your pick team?
Yeah.
And see what your bench is?
So mine at the moment is Areola, Southampton home.
Yeah.
Saka, Ipswich away, Crystal Palace home.
Yeah.
Kirkes, Crystal Palace away, and Nico Williams, Tottenham away.
That's with you, but like I said, that's with you playing the triple Palace who've been woeful last 2 weeks, and with triple Newcastle. I know the double, but we've just seen what Munoz can do as a double.
I know, but then I think
my free hit team, I'm not putting Munoz in my. If I was doing a free hit team this week, Munoz I wouldn't have in it.
Yeah. Current form, I'm absolutely with you, but do I wreck my whole template of what I want and have skin in the game for 2 game weeks?
I suppose you've got you've still got your triple captain that you want to use in 36 or 30, you said. So bench boost.
If I get 4 from Munoz, I'm happy.
I don't know about happy.
No, but that is how low the bar is.
Oh, yeah, after a -1, I suppose.
But if I think about
what do you want from Mateta then and be happy?
Oh, no, it's not that. But I think there's decisions to be made on my side.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Who's your captain?
KDB.
Not even in my team.
As it stands, Marmoush.
Oh.
Nah.
That's what I mean. Nah. The captaincy's tough this week.
Yeah.
Because, I'll be honest,
but
is it out of the realms just to go kick Salah?
No. Yeah, and it's a type where you could get a hat trick. Yet Leicester are pony.
No way are you going to have that argument with me about Saka and you're going to put Saka captain.
Yeah.
You are, aren't you?
Saka? No, I'm not. I don't fancy Saka, and I don't like captaining a player that's only going to get half hour in both games. And I'm not saying he is, but I just get that vibe that like European hangover, like all your eggs in one.
Hangover.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
all
a famous word.
all
That's
your,
a famous quote if ever I've heard one.
All your, and not like European hangovers in like their defeat and all stuff like that, but more like they've had to play like intensity level.
A lot out of the man here, I think. Yeah.
They play in Ipswich now, and could be like, right, let's utilise the squad. Jorginho, you're in. Kieran Tierney, you're in. Like Martinelli, well done, you scored off the bench. You've got to start.
That's not Saka's position though.
No, but like, do you know what I mean? Like that logic of.
And I suppose even if you are playing a weakened team and Saka plays, he's still got weaker players around him.
Yeah. Like
I don't know. I'm struggling to get I'm struggling to get the captaincy armband off him.
Yeah, that is going to be the if you go percentages wise, that is going to be the most favourable captaincy pick.
Yeah.
But my gut just tells me that I'm realistically picking him for Crystal Palace away.
Home.
Crystal Palace at home.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Also, I haven't looked in depth with it. How does it fit in with when is the Champions League fixture?
So it'd be Champions League. We'll just search this now.
Yeah. Good.
Champions League.
Good research.
Yeah. Always prepped. 29th of April. So that would mean that
if it's lodged in between,
his game weeks would be 23rd, no, 20th, 23rd, 29th, then 3rd. And then from the 3rd, I'm not even, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Newcastle, 38 could be the plan to actually get him back in. If I was to transfer him.
And triple captain.
Yeah, and triple captain. Honestly, there's so many
I love it though. I love it.
Going around my head.
But so they have these two fixtures and then he'll play on the weekend after the Palace midweek. So if the game he should but he's going to get rested. He's got to play one of them. He's got to play one of them.
So the headache is do they play him against Ipswich, knowing that he's probably fatigued from playing a high intensity game in Europe?
Did he play the full night yet?
They go no.
Did he play the full night?
Yeah. I think so. I might be wrong now, so apologies if not. But the logic is they go, he's fatigued, let's rotate. But I'm thinking, who would actually come in on the wing? It would probably be Sterling.
What's his name?
Wanyeri.
Yeah, Wanyeri.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, he's
too
not a bad
tired. Replacement either, is it?
No, he's too tired from the Madrid game. And then, it's too close to the bloody Madrid game. It's too close to the semi-final now, the PSG game, that it's not worth the risk against Palace. We're going to qualify for Europe.
It's a headache.
I know, and I'm just like... And do you know what? And if I go differential and pick someone that 50% aren't going to pick...
What, like a Mamouche?
If they haul, I'm going to climb up the ranks.
Yeah. How was your rank this week? Oh, you've got a green arrow.
Yeah. So I had a green arrow up to 69k with 83 overall. I didn't actually say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing well. But I went down in our mini league. But
that's wild.
I went down by 6 points to the person who overtook me, but they used their bench boost. And I just had a normal...
Did he?
Yeah.
Harry used his bench boost, did he?
Look down the camera when you speak to him. Yeah, so if that's not nerves, I don't know what it is.
What's he got left then? Will it show what he's got left on here? Oh, you can't.
Yeah, go on game week history.
Game week history.
Yeah. It should show.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So he's used...
Oh, no. Chips, yeah. Oh, wow. Wild card, bench boosters. Oh, he's still got triple captain. Oh, no.
Yeah, you got free hit and triple captain. Right, so he's gonna go. It's not bad logic, to be fair. So he's gone early on his bench boost.
He's got a triple captain this week, or he's going to...
No. I think he'll hold. He's got to hold, really. Team value, mind.
I thought he triple captained,
Team value is 105.7 million, which is...
Yeah, that is
very...
That's the difference. How do I check mine?
Yeah,
it'll
mine's
be the same.
probably like 80. No, mine's 103.2.
That is mad to say that like you're like 4 points off him, or like 6 points off him, and he's got 2 million. Like, is that just going early on transfers and stuff? Is it?
No, I think.
Oh Jesus, 1.7 million.
Is that what?
Oh no, but I've got some money in the bank. Well, does that?
Yeah, go to the bottom of the page. Sorry, we're learning how to use the website here. Go on, right down the bottom. There we are.
Squad value. So 103.1.
Yeah. So there's loads of things coming up, and I just think like, whoa, so many headaches. But I'm not gonna hit anything until probably like, well, when's the deadline? Oh, 1:30.
Yeah, so it's obviously there's no early kick-off.
But I'm thinking lineups could come out.
Yeah.
What's the?
I'll tell you what a weekend though, because Good Friday you got all the EFL.
Yeah.
Saturday,
no
obviously. Saturday and Sunday Premier League, and then Monday another EFL showing. Oh. So can I go on to a free hit team?
Yeah, you take the lead, mate. I'm not prepared for that.
You're just gonna bounce off it. Yeah. So this is for anyone who's gonna free hit. I would go for this team, and you're probably gonna win the game week. So in goals, David Raya. I think he's pretty sick. I mean, they could even rotate him, couldn't they?
Yeah, because
So I've gone Raya, Saliba.
Oh well, after that bloody cock up with Vinicius, like playing as if like, training.
Then so it's back three of Saliba, Gvardiol and Conor Bradley.
Yeah, good shout.
Then into midfield, I've gone for Salah, KDB, Morgan Rogers, Mikel Merino, and Marcus Rashford. I'm chucking in a couple of differentials. You know,
high risk, high reward. Rashford.
But I'm thinking I could take out Rashford, and that could be Bowen.
Yeah, true.
And then
I don't think Rashford plays this week because of Europe.
Yeah, up front, I'll be honest, I've got two names that I've like talked about.
Got the JPM.
Yeah, I've talked about it. I was like Jean-Philippe Mateta, and I've just talked about Marmouche is not going to score against an Everton defence.
Yeah, brilliant.
But they had doubles.
Yeah, true.
So you just get blinded by the doubles. So yeah, that would be my free hit team. And then also, I don't think we've touched on it, but I'd like to read everyone through the possible doubles for 36.
Oh yes.
Over what I think that could help, like especially
help
me because I'm going to say so. Man City. This is from Ben Crellin. Like he's good. Yeah. Man City, if they win...
Southampton, Bournemouth, is that what I got?
It is. Oh, Southampton away, Bournemouth home. That's if they win in the FA Cup against... Who they got? Forest, sorry, Forest. Yeah, they've got Forest. If they beat Forest, they have Southampton away, Bournemouth home. KDB or Marmouche.
What a headache to have!
And then... I'm so jealous of that triple captain. Then
that's good.
Forest would have, if they win against Man City, they would have Leicester at home, West Ham away. Some maybe Elanga would. Gibbs White. Oh, is he?
Yeah, he didn't play at all.
Don't worry about that. Villa then, if they beat Palace in the FA Cup, they will have Bournemouth away, Spurs at home. I like the Spurs at home. Bournemouth away. Yeah. Should score.
Bournemouth are crap at home though, isn't it?
Yeah. If Man City beat Forest, so it's the City, they'll have that double. Bournemouth will also double. They will have Villa at home, Man City away.
Wouldn't touch that with a barge ball.
No.
I don't think Bournemouth are entering my team until the end of the season.
Yeah. And then if Forest beats City, West Ham will have Man U away, Forest at home.
Yeah.
I don't. You can just see like a Jared Bowen scoring away at Old Trafford, can't you? Yeah. Or a Souček.
Yeah. Oh. Again, I'm Souček blind, but he just gets random smelly goals, doesn't he?
And then the final one, which I thought Spurs would double, but maybe not, is if Palace beat Villa, Wolves will double with a home to Brighton, away to Palace, which I quite like that for Cunha or Strand Larson.
Yeah, but I was going to say, for no one else, though.
Well,
Bellegarde. Oh, yeah. yeah. Hello, Bellegarde. Yeah. 8 Nuri hauling on the weekend, by the way. We didn't mention him.
Oh, yeah.
He did well.
Oh, he scored, didn't he?
Yeah, and he had an assist.
Wow.
Finally, some faith repaid for people who don't own him.
Yeah.
I've got so much to think about. Like,
That probably just.
do you know even the?
I think you had a lot to think about, and I've just chucked all that at you. And
Do you know
now
even
thinking,
the? Yeah.
Surely you wait on the triple captain to double 36 now.
Oh yeah, I don't think that was
already.
That like mine is because I haven't gone knee jerk with it. Like that's what I was saying about Harry's strategy. He's gone, I'll play a chip when someone else is playing a chip. So he'll cancel out triple captain points with a bench boost and a captain. I've just gone no.
Yeah, I'll.
But then but then even if I bench boosted in 36 and triple captain 38, then final game of the season, see how close I can get to people. Yeah, it's there's a couple
Also,
of
do you
ways to
think
do
you've
it.
been talked off? Have I talked you off the bench boost this week?
Maybe.
That's annoying.
Trossard was the other person I was thinking of.
Trossard.
Yeah. No, but like rotation.
Yeah, I know.
Go on, you silver.
Well, that's what I mean.
Go on, you silver-haired darling.
With them,
Get in
like
there.
they're team players like that. They're brilliant for a free hit, right? Because you think they're gonna have a one-off game, like they could haul, but like, do you want him in your team long term? It's a transfer waiting to happen. Mm-hmm. Like you're gonna want him out.
Tell you who isn't a transfer waiting to happen though.
Go on.
KDB.
This has gone from the Mark Cucurella pot
God.
to the KDB
The
pot
KDB
in the space of. What did Mark Cucurella do this week?
No, he scored.
What?
Oh no, it went down as an own goal. I swear he balled.
Switch. Oh no, he won't go anything.
I swear. Dean Howson, what a guy.
He'll be on the first page of defenders, mate. He was fucking quite high
Cucurella.
scoring.
Oh no, he got 1 point.
Yeah,
brilliant.
He's back to his normal self.
Yeah, goals conceded 2.
Jump on and jump off. It's all about assets though. Jump on, jump off.
Yeah,
when
exactly, mate. You've got to know when to let a good thing die.
Yeah.
Is that even a saying?
So I think that what I'm going to do, ride this week out, not bench boost. I was planning on it. Free at 34 and bench boost 36. If not, then right ace up the sleeve on 38.
Yeah.
38 maybe.
It's all about the long
You put
game.
that ace in the sleeve. You know what? Next year I'm triple captain on game week 38. Whatever happens.
Yeah, I did it with Aguero once on the last game of the
Was
season.
it?
He had a double and I scored like 160 odd points. It was unbelievable. I've got a screenshot on my phone somewhere. But I think that's it about everything, isn't it, Braz?
Yeah, that's pretty much. I think we've covered the main points.
The breadth of FPL.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening. It's heating up now at the end of the year.
It's getting tasty.
Whatever your plans are, I hope you stick by your
nervous.
guns. And if you captain KDB or bring him into your team, it's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Message him on Twitter.
And I'll have that 5 minutes. See you later.